Coach Robin Pinchton's Missouri women's basketball program has been steadily improving. Last year, she led the Tigers to 17 wins, 4 more than the previous season. This year, the team is making its second consecutive postseason appearance for the first time since 2007. But to keep getting better, the team's eyes are set on something it couldn't do last year: win a WNIT game. The Tigers will play in Creighton tonight in the first round of the WNIT. If they can get a win, the Tigers will have their most wins in a season since the 2005-2006 campaign. But if they want to make history, they need to figure out how to pull out close games. Pinchton's squad has lost 3 out of its last 4 contests, with each of them coming by single digits. The game tips off tonight at 7 p.m., and you can listen in on KTGR. It's not just tournament time for the basketball programs, though. Missouri Wrestling will have 7 Tigers wrestling in the first round of the NCAA championships, which start today. This is the 12th straight year the program has sent more than 5 wrestlers to the tournament. Some of the top contending Tigers to keep an eye on are junior Drake Hudeshelt and freshman Jaden Cox. Hudeshelt is the top-seeded wrestler in the 149-pound weight class. He is 34-1 on the season and just won his 3rd straight conference title in his class. Cox also claimed a conference title and is in the middle of a breakout freshman year. He's 33-2 and is the 2nd overall seed for the 197-pound weight class. So far this season, the Missouri softball team would like to keep things out of conference. The Tigers were 14-3 outside the SEC while being 2-4 in the conference coming into last night's doubleheader against Illinois State. The team looked to complete a season sweep of the Redbirds. Tori Finnecane pitching game 1 for the Tigers. In the 2nd inning, Ashton Stevens ropes a single up the middle to center, scoring Kelsey Roth, and the Tigers lead 1-0. Stevens had 2 hits and 4 RBIs on the day, including this RBI double that goes deep into left, bounces off the wall, and scores Roth and Sarah Moore. Tigers are up 3-1. 5th inning, Illinois State staying in as Reagan Romshek bombs one to left center. Tigers are only up 1-0. But that Finnecane, she tore through the Redbirds for a Category 9 strikeouts as Mizzou wins 4-2 in the first game. Another Tiger freshman on the mound, Casey Stengel pitching the 2nd game for Mizzou. In the 2nd inning, Natalie Fleming bombs a solo homer that just gets past the outfielder. It is 1-0 Tigers. Fleming went 2 for 3 on the day. Later in the 2nd inning, Mizzou's Corinne Genovese ropes an RBI single. That will score a run, and the Tigers are up 2-0. 5th inning, little small ball from the Tigers as Taylor Gadbois beats out the throw on the bunt, advancing Genovese to second base. That's going to set up Emily Crane, who nails a roller into left field. And here comes Gadbois around third. She ducks the tag and scores. Tigers are up 3-0. Later on, Carly Rose singles into left, moving Fleming over to second base. That's going to set up Genovese again, who ropes an RBI double right into left center field. She goes 3 for 3 on the day, and Mizzou wins 5-0. The Tiger baseball team was looking to keep the brooms out and complete a sweep of its own in its 2nd game against Milwaukee yesterday. Coaches are meeting right at home plate before this one starts. Bottom of the 1st, Ryan Howard hits one into right field. That'll score Eric Anderson, and the Tigers are up 1-0. Bottom of the 2nd, Anderson at the plate this time, bloops one into right center. We got a little bit of a sticky situation at 3rd, though, as Dylan Everett tries to come in and score, beats the throw, catcher drops it. Tigers are up 2-0. Next batter, Shane Segovia ropes one over the 3rd baseman's head. Anderson scores easily. Tigers win this one 4-3. The Columbia College women's basketball team met Montana State Northern in the first round of the NAIA tournament last night in Frankfort, Kentucky. Columbia was searching for its first win in the tournament since the 2004-2005 season. The Lady Cougars actually led at halftime 26-23, despite shooting 29% from the field. For the last 2 minutes, not a single team scored until a free throw was made by the Polar Bears. Montana State Northern knocks off Columbia 56-55, and the Cougars finished 26-8. The William Woods women are also in the national tournament. They will play their first round game tonight against Westminster of Utah. The Columbia College men will begin their play in the NAIA National Men's Tournament in Kansas City tonight. The Cougars will take on Belhaven University at 8. You know, wrestling legend Ric Flair always used to say, to be the man, you got to beat the man. With the NHL's best record in 3 wins over the defending champion Blackhawks this year, the Blues may have felt like they finally beat the man until last night. Ryan Miller and the Blues looking to extend their Central Division lead over Chicago. First period, Patrick Kane finds Duncan Keith for a wicked one-timer off the post and in. It is 1-0 Blackhawks. Second period, Nick Leddy gonna fire one from the blue line, and Andrew Shaw tips it in. It is 2-0 Chicago, and the route's on. Third period, Blackhawks up 3-0, and Chris Versteeg finds Ben Smith for an easy goal. Chicago beats St. Louis for the first time this season, 4-0. I'd like to wish a happy bracket season to everybody right now. March Madness begins at 11:15 this morning with Dayton and Ohio State on CBS. That's sports. Ladies, did you guys fill out brackets this year? Anybody?
I did.
I helped fill out KOMU's bracket yesterday.
She picked 2 teams. Two. You picked 2 teams. I filled out 2 full brackets, so I'm just going to give one to Em.
There you go.
That's what friends are for.
All right, thanks, Tyler.